Hello everyone, I'm Sharpedo43 once again, bringing you all a multi-battle once again. It's been a while since I last showcased a multi-battle, but I finally got into one of VanderForge's streams. The guy that I mentioned a while ago. I think the first multi-battle that I posted from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is actually one that has VanderForge in it. And if you guys don't know who VanderForge is, he's a Twitch streamer on YouTube who's very, very popular. He's quite a party animal, and let me just tell you that this guy is probably one of the most awesome people ever. And if you're looking for to be having a fun time, that guy's definitely the place to go to. If you're just trying to relax, maybe have some battles and whatnot. In this case, he actually does stream multi-battles, and not all the time, but he does it every week at least once. I think twice if he manages to do Thursday, but he mostly does the multi-battle streams on Sunday. So yeah, I finally went into another of his streams and actually was looking for a multi-battle, because you guys have already seen my previous battles were from the draft format and also from Smogon. You've seen that I've just got nothing but L's, and L's, and after so many losses in the singles battles, I was like, you know what, let's just have some fun and actually do some multi-battles for once. Because let me tell you, even though we lose in multi-battles, at least I don't lose by myself. I lose with somebody else, so that's why multi-battles are more fun. I think I've said this before too in one of my previous multi-battles in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So yeah, I still hold by that idea that when you lose, you feel not as bad as you would if you lost by yourself. Basically, losing with someone else actually makes it makes the I don't know how to say it, but I guess the unfortunateness of losing less, basically, because of losing with someone else, you know. I don't know. But anyways, this is gonna be another multi-battle that I got with VanderForge once again. Like I said, I was on his stream one day and decided to do another multi-battle. And this is gonna be against Travis, whose name I think on Twitch is named KumoriBlackPhoenix, I think it was, and Grizzbone, another streamer from Twitch as well. I don't know him, but he's associated with Vander quite a lot. I've seen him on his streams, but I just haven't checked the guy out. I'll leave his handles in the description if you guys want to check him out. I don't know who he is, but if you guys want to check him out, if you guys are curious, I'll leave it there so you guys can check him out if you guys are interested. And as well as VanderForge, because VanderForge is also a pretty cool person. In fact, he's the guy that I'm paired with in this multi-battle, because he and I basically are we're basically like brothers right now. Brothers from another mothers. Anyway, okay, so yeah, this is gonna be the multi-battle. I think they're the ones that are gonna lead first. Yeah, they're gonna lead Galvantula. Komori's gonna lead with the Galvantula, whereas Grizzbone leads with the Xurkitree. We're gonna lead off with Latias and Amoonguss respectively. In other words, Vandy leads with the Amoonguss, I lead with the Latias. And the first thing I do right out of the gate is go for a Joey. And this unfortunately does not KO the Xurkitree, because Latias' special attack is not that great compared to Latios. If this was a Latios, it would have definitely taken out the Xurkitree, which is unfortunate. But yeah, here's Grizzlock here. He's gonna retaliate with not a Z Hypnosis like I thought it would be. It's actually gonna be Z Rain Dance, it seems, given the Z move pose thingy. So yeah, he's gonna get the Z Rain Dance off, which I think gives him +1 speed. But given that I just weakened it with Draco, I pretty much have it covered basically. Especially now that the Amoonguss goes for Spore and puts it asleep. This gives me the opportunity now to just go for another Joey on the Galvantula, which is exactly what I'm gonna do right here. I'm gonna drop another Joey on the Galvantula, because Galvantula, for some reason I was afraid of this thing just setting up sticky webs, which it actually did, by the way, because yeah. And now I think here's where he decides to I think hit me with a Hidden Power Ice, or was it the Amoonguss? Yeah, it was the Amoonguss. He hits Hidden Power Ice with an Amoonguss. I honestly thought he was gonna go for the Bug Buzz on my Latias, knowing that the Latias was kind of a threat in all honesty. But I guess they don't like Amoongusses in all honesty, and I honestly don't like either. But you know, here he's gonna go. The Amoonguss is gonna go for the Giga Drain, taking out the Xurkitree, which is really, really good, because if that thing gets going, it destroys everything. But now, unfortunately, he also has another mon that's also just about as threatening as the Xurkitree, and it's this Kingdra, because of the fact that he got the Rain up. And now we have to kind of get around this Kingdra. But unfortunately, I have to switch out my Latias so that it has full power again, because of the -4 on the double Joey drops. Now, speaking of Joeys, this guy is also going to drop another Joey on my Beware, and I'm just going to lose it in one hit, which really sucks, actually. This put us in a really bad position, actually, because I lose a Mon without even being able to do anything with it. And unfortunately, a lot of my team doesn't really handle Grizzbone's team very well. So, and I'm thankful for this Mungus putting everything to sleep here, which is really good for me. And by the way, the good thing about these multi-battles is that this multi-battle doesn't necessarily follow the Smogon rules, which means we can put multiple Pokemon to sleep. So putting this Kingdra to sleep before anything else is very helpful, because that means I can like hold out its attempt to sweep as I send in Sharpedo right here, go for protect, get a speed, get neutral speed because of the fact that the what's it called, the sticky webs reduce my speed by 1 stage. So with the speed boost here, I just get my speed back basically. I think this Toadstool went for the I forgot if it was the sleep powder or yeah, it was a spore. He went for the spore. I said sleep powder, but it's actually spore. He spored both of these mons, which is really good, because now this Galvantula can't do anything because it hasn't burned a turn to sleep yet. And I'm definitely gonna go for the crunch on the Galvantula, because if this Galvantula wakes up, it's gonna either Giga Drain me, Energy Ball me, or Thunder me. All of its moves answer Sharpedo directly. It's ridiculous. But now we have to get rid of this Kingdra, because this Kingdra, if it wakes up, it's gonna do all kinds of madness. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now, I think here's where I decide to after getting +1 speed here, I decided to actually go for another crunch, because I saw the Alakazam. I was thinking, okay, let's go for it on this thing. Let's go for the crunch on this thing, because I think this thing is gonna want to go for the psychic on the Amoonguss, knowing how the Amoonguss has been annoying by going for spores on both of these guys' Pokemon. But crazily enough, this Alakazam actually outspeeds me. And goes for Energy Ball on my Sharpedo. So he actually targets my Sharpedo rather than the Mungus, which is like really annoying. And I was actually angry because I freaking got outsped by this this Alakazam at +1. But this is something that goes all the way back to that battle that I had with Papacy, where I used an Adamant Sharpedo at +1 speed, and when he sent out Mega Alakazam, because I did not Mega Evolved, it outsped my Sharpedo and was able to KO it with, I think, a Dazzling Gleam he had at the time. No, I think it was also an Energy Ball. So the fact that the history repeated itself here was just hella unfortunate. And the worst part was that I kind of didn't even knew that I had Adam and Sharpedo on this team still, which is kind of strange, because this team that I'm using right now is actually from the UU team that I used in that one battle that I had against Shofu recently. So for me to have forgotten that the Sharpedo was actually Adamant was actually unfortunate, because all I needed to do really was just Mega Evolve, and I would have outsped the Alakazam, because +1 Sharpedo with Adamant Nature, Mega Sharpedo that is, would have been able to outspeed this Mega Alakazam. But I didn't do it because I thought I was jolly, and as a result I just get a little Sharpedo for nothing. Here I send in my Scarf Latias, which the only thing I do is just drop a Joey on the freaking Alakazam, because I was really triggered. I was just so angry that this thing outsped and just went for my Sharpedo too. So, but the scarier thing about this thing is that it also traced my speed boost, so we definitely have to destroy this thing ASAP. Here I think I go for the Draco on the Kingdra, because now I need to get rid of this Kingdra, because now that it's waking up, it's probably going to try to do more funny things. So here I just take it out, which is really good. And then here I think the Amoonguss just thankfully finishes off the Mega Alakazam. At first I thought he was going to just try to Synthesis, and I was like, bro, don't do that, because this thing is just going to wake up and go for Psychic and take you out. Or be that guy and just keep targeting me with Shadow Ball or something. But anyways, Kumori's going to now send out the Blissey, which is his last Pokemon. And Grizzbone's going to now send out a Registeel, which is really annoying, because my Latias is Scarfed, and this is my last Pokemon as well, because I already lost Sharpedo and Beware. And the only thing I can really do now is drop a bunch of powerless Joeys on these two Pokemon, both Blissey and Registeel. Unfortunately, there's really nothing I can do. This Blissey goes for Thunder Wave, which puts the Amoonguss in a very serious predicament, because this thing can only get paralyzed so many times. And the worst part is that this Registeel also has Iron Hit, so getting the para flinch is a possibility. This Iron Hit did not flinch the Amoonguss right now, but it did get a crit. But thankfully the Amoonguss was able to put this thing to sleep via Spore, but this thing can only stay asleep for so long. The way to get around this combination of Blissey and Registeel is definitely gonna have to be through VanderForge's Blaziken, Mega Blaziken, because unfortunately my Latias really can't do anything. Latias is just here stuck going for Dracos. But the thing that really made me feel like, oh great, I think we're just gonna lose, is that this Blissey has freaking what's it called, the Heal Bell, which wakes up the freaking Registeel, which is super annoying because now this thing can just proceed to go for more Iron Heads on the paralyzed Amoonguss, which outspeeds, which basically it gets outspeed basically by the Registeel. And my Latias, as usual, is still just throwing a bunch of pointless Joeys because it really just doesn't have anything else to do. I think eventually here I run out of PP with this Draco stuff as well, that I just end up freaking struggling to death. He gets another Iron Head here with Registeel on the Amoonguss. It does flinch this time, which really sucks. I go for my last Draco here on the Blissey, but it misses, which really doesn't matter obviously because this thing is just was kind of doomed from the start because it was choiced. If it was not choiced, I probably would have been able to do something other than this, but yeah, like maybe go for Psyshock, but unfortunately I couldn't, so yeah, rip that. This Registeel also reveals to also have Curse, so I was like, oh my goodness, this thing is gonna set up and just proceed to take out the freaking the Amoonguss. So what Vander is gonna do here is actually go for the Blaziken switch after putting this thing right back to sleep, and basically take advantage of the fact that Blissey is also still asleep. So what he needs to do right now is actually take out that damn Registeel, because if that Registeel continues to set up more curses, nothing is gonna stop it. And he has to do it right now before the Blissey wakes up and goes for Thunder Wave on the Mega Blaziken. Because by the way, this is a Mega Blaziken that's gonna Mega Evolve, get the speed boost and all that. But he has to go for the high jump kick, and he has to hope that he does not freaking miss, because if he misses, that's probably the whole game right there. So yeah, here he Mega Evolves. Unfortunately, the only guy that can handle this combination right now is VanderForge with the Mega Blaziken, because as you can see, my Latias finally goes down because it literally couldn't do anything else other than just dropping a bunch of Joeys. It's unfortunate. So yeah, it's all up to Vandy now to save the day and take out this annoying ass combination that is Blissey and freaking Registeel, because the Mega Blaziken can definitely take them both out. He just needs to be able to hit all of the high jump kicks. This Registeel goes for more Sleep Talks, gets a Curse this time as opposed to an Iron Head like it did earlier. The Blissey surprisingly does not go for Thunder Wave just yet. It goes for Seismic Toss just to weaken the Blaziken more. He probably knows that he has to preoccupy himself with the Registeel first before it ends up setting up even more and going for more Iron Heads to just take out the Mega Blaziken, which is why VanderForge is now targeting the Registeel strictly because of the fact that it's setting up way too many curses, and it's also only going to come down to the point where it's not going to be able to take it out anymore with high jump kick because it sets up way too much for its defense to boost and whatnot. But now it finally does hit another high jump kick here and takes out the Registeel, thankfully. But now is when this Blissey finally goes for the Thunder Wave and paralyzes the Mega Blaziken. It does, I think it does outspeed the what's it called, the Blissey right now, because it's already like at +2 or 3. But this Blissey, oh my god, it had to protect so that the freaking Blaziken misses high jump kick. So, and right here, he thankfully got paralyzed. So I was like, thank goodness this thing got paralyzed. But then right here, he tries to go for the high jump kick and then finally misses. And I was like, oh my goodness, that sucks. And it sucks even more because after this Amoonguss does something else. After he sends in Amoonguss, what he's going to do here is going to go for Sleep Powder, or Spore. Jeez, I keep calling it Sleep Powder. It's actually Spore. He's gonna go for the freaking Seismic Toss. But after this, what he has to do now is hard switch straight into Tapu Lele. And I personally was hoping that Vandy was smart enough to actually carry Psyshock on his Tapu Lele as opposed to Psychic, because I noticed that some people do run Psychic on their Tapu Leles. I was hoping that Vander at least had the Psyshock, because if he has Psychic, we essentially just lose, because there's no way we're going to be able to take down this damn Blissey otherwise. Okay, so it also, this thing got slowed down by Sticky Webs, but I think that the Tapu Lele, if it's timid, it outspeeds regardless. What this thing needs to do now is reveal the Psyshock. Thankfully, it has the Psyshock. So what we need to hope for now is that the Blissey stays asleep, but it does not sleep. It goes for Thunder Wave, but thankfully misses, because if it hit, this thing would just spam Protect to get more recovery or something, and then just freaking proceed to soft boil stall the Tapu Lele's Psyshock PP, which would have been super unfortunate. But thankfully, this Tapu Lele was smart enough to avoid that dang Thunder Wave and just take out that damn Blissey. Like, holy cranberries, that was one sick ass battle right there. Vandy saving my rear end once again in a very, very intensified battle such as this one. It was really, really crazy that I actually we were put in a position where it seemed like we were not going to be able to win, because the team that these guys brought was very, very overwhelming. This guy had a freaking Mega Alakazam, a Blissey, a Galvantula with Sticky Webs. Grizzbone had a Xurkitree with a freaking Kingdra and a Registeel. I honestly didn't think we were gonna win, especially because I went down way too quickly in the battle. But Vandy was able to materialize all kinds of maneuvers to actually get around this guy. These two's deadly combination of Registeel and freaking Blissey, because you saw that combination, Blissey having Thunder Wave and the freaking Registeel having Iron Head. That was like ridiculous right there. But yeah, damn, that was a pretty good battle. It was a cool multi battle right there. So yeah, good games to VanderForge. I was gonna say VandyForge. Good games to VanderForge, KumoriBlackPhoenix, and Grizzbone. This was a pretty cool battle. This was a fun battle that I just wanted to showcase as well, because it's one of those battles. This battle was kind of reminiscent of the battle that I think this was the first battle that I showcased. The one that had what's it called, Noodle God and Delphanus, where we just ended up being put in a situation where it seemed like we were just gonna lose, but out of nowhere we just got a bunch of stuff going our way. But yeah, anyways, that was a pretty good battle. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, I'm gonna drop both Vander's and Grizzbone's handles in the description below, so you guys can check them out if you guys want to. But with all that, I'm gonna step off for today, and I'll catch you guys in for another multi battle, because I do have another one that I want to showcase as well. That was also just about as cool as this one. So yeah, but for now, I'll catch you later.